Microsoft Excel 2007. Microsoft Excel is the most popular spreadsheet software in the Microsoft 2007 Office suite. It is a powerful tool that helps to organize, calculate, and analyze data in rows and columns. It also allows us to represent data pictorially in the form of chart. Let us first discuss the features of Excel. Functions and formulas. Functions are the built-in formulas used for calculating percentage, interest, average, etc. In MS Excel, formulas are mainly used for performing simple and complex calculations. Formatting features improve the appearance of data. Auto calculation. The data is automatically recalculated in the whole worksheet if any change is made in a single cell. Fast searching and instant replacing of data. Entering data in series using autofill option. Data can be viewed in a graphical form as charts which help to understand, analyze, and compare data in an effective manner. These advanced features have made MS Excel the first choice for professionals to quickly perform lengthy accounting and financial tasks and take immediate decisions. Now let's find out how to start MS Excel. Number 1. Click on Start button. Number 2. Click on All Programs. Number 3. Click on Microsoft Office. Number 4. Click on Microsoft Office Excel 2007. Okay students, note that we can create a shortcut of MS Excel on the desktop by selecting the MS Excel option from the Start menu and dragging it to the desktop. The MS Excel file is referred to as a workbook, in which you work and store our data. Each workbook consists of several worksheets. It is similar to pages in a notebook. Worksheets are like pages and workbook is like a notebook. The Excel window that appears on the screen is called a workbook. It is assigned as a temporary name Book 1. A worksheet is a grid-like area made up of rows and columns where you enter and work with data. By default, an Excel workbook displays 3 worksheets at the bottom with the name Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3. We can add any number of worksheets in a workbook according to the limits of the memory available on a computer. A worksheet consists of 104856 rows and 16384 columns. Columns are represented by alphabets on the top and rows have numbers on the left side of the worksheet. Okay, now let us discuss the components of worksheet. A cell is an intersection of a column and a row in a worksheet. Each cell is denoted with the cell address. For example, A5 refers to the cell at the intersection of column A and row 5. Data stored in a cell. A cell can contain up to 32,767 characters. Active cell. When you click on a cell, a thick black border differentiates it from the rest of the cells. It indicates the current cell is active. This highlighted box is called cell pointer. Data can be entered only in a cell where the pointer is placed. Name box. Name box is located above the column heading on the left side of the window. This area displays the location of the cell pointer. The formula bar. The formula bar is located to the right of the name box. This bar shows the characters and formulas that you enter in an active cell. Column heading. Alphabets across the top border of each worksheet are called. These headings identify columns with letters A to Z, AA through AZ and up to XFD for a total of 16,384 columns. Okay students, before we move further, can you quickly recall where is the formula bar located? Row headings. Row headings are the numbers marked as 1 through 1048 576 along the left border of the worksheet. The status bar is located at the bottom of the Excel window. It gives us information about the current selection. It includes the name of the currently selected command or current activity. It also displays warning messages. Let me share with you the fact that the Merge and Center button on the Home tab lets you place the contents in the center of cells across a number of columns or rows. Now let's discuss how to move around the spreadsheet. To input data in a worksheet, we have to move the cell pointer from one cell to another with the help of various keys defined in the given table. The command right arrow, the function is that it moves one column right. The command left arrow, the function is that it moves one column left. The command up arrow, the function is that it moves one row up. The command down arrow, the function is that it moves one row down. The page up command moves the active cell highlight to first row of the spreadsheet. The page down command moves the active cell highlight to the next sheet. The Control plus Home command moves to the first cell of the topmost row. And the Control plus End command moves to the last used cell of spreadsheet. Students, note the fact that the tab scrolling buttons to the left of sheet tabs let you move through the tabs quickly. Students, also note that to go to a specific cell, use Ctrl plus G or press F5 function key. Type the cell reference in the reference field of Go To dialog box. Alright, let us now find out how to enter data. Create the worksheet as shown in the figure. Open a new workbook. By default, Sheet 1 is the active worksheet. Click on cell D1 and type weekly expense. Click on Merge and Center button in the Alignment group on Home tab. Click on cell A2 and type Items. Press the right arrow key. Type Monday in B2 and Tuesday in C2. Likewise, enter data in rest of the cells. Click on cell A3. Type Eatables and press Enter key. The cell pointer shifts to cell A4. Type cold drink and press down arrow key to move to cell A5 and type milk. Similarly, enter the remaining data. Students, please note that F12 key in MS Excel 2007 displays the Save As dialog box. Let us now talk how different types of data are represented in Microsoft Excel. 3 types of data can be entered in MS Excel worksheet. They are numbers, text, formulae. Numbers are values that consists of numerals like 0 to 9 and the characters like plus, minus, exclamatory mark, at, dollar, percentage, arrow, and etc. are included in numeric data. They can be used in calculations. In addition to actual numbers, Excel also stores date and time as numbers. By default, numbers are right-aligned in a cell. Text data can contain letters, numbers, spaces, and special characters such as and. Text data is not used in calculations. By default, text data is left aligned in a cell. Most often, text entries are used for worksheet headings, names, and for identifying columns of data. A formula is a mathematical equation involving number values, operators, and cell addresses used for performing calculations on worksheet. Formula can range from basic mathematical operations to complex calculations. Formulae begin with an equal to sign. Let me tell you that you can open a workbook by clicking on Open option on the Office button menu or by pressing Ctrl+O key combination. Let us now understand how to perform calculations. Excel has a powerful feature to perform calculations on the data. We can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of numbers either using formulas or using functions. Formulae are equations that perform calculations on values in a worksheet. The result of the calculation is displayed in the cell where the formula is entered. A formula consists of a combination of cell references, numbers, operators, and Excel functions. Let me give an example. To calculate the total expense in H3, type B3 plus C3 plus D3 plus E3 plus F3 plus G3 and press the Enter key. The sum of the values in the cells B3 to G3 is calculated as displayed in the cell H3. We can use upper or lowercase letters while entering the cell address in a formula. Excel also provides a quicker and easier way of performing calculations. Click on the Auto Sum button present on the Formulas tab. Excel suggests a range which we can either accept or can select a different range. Move the cell pointer in cell H4. Click on the Auto Sum button. Excel suggests the range B4 is to G4. Press the Enter key. The sum of the values in cells B4 to G4 is calculated and displayed in cell H4. Students, note that the Excel also has special built-in mathematical functions. Instead of typing such a long formula, the sum function can also be used. Example, sum B4 is to G4 and press the Enter key. If a number of cells need the same formula, it can be copied and pasted on the same worksheet. Similarly, we can use the average. Now, let us learn how to work with worksheet. First, let us understand switching between worksheets. When we add a number of worksheets, only a few worksheets can be seen on screen. To switch between worksheets, click the arrow buttons on the Worksheet tab. Now let's find out how to rename a worksheet. To rename a worksheet, double-click on the Worksheet tab which you want to rename. It will be highlighted. Type a new name and press Enter key. Let us now learn how to add a new worksheet. To add a new worksheet, select the sheet before you want to place a new worksheet. Select Insert Worksheet or right-click on the Sheet tab and select Insert option. And finally, we will learn how to remove a worksheet. Place the mouse pointer on the worksheet which you want to delete. Right-click on the worksheet and select Delete option. Or select Delete option in the Cells group on the Home tab and further select Delete Sheet option from the sub-menu list. Students, there are different ways of saving a file. You can quickly save your file using Ctrl+S key combination, or click on the Office button and select Save option, or select Save option on the Quick Access toolbar. Let us quickly glance through the key points discussed in this chapter. Microsoft Excel is the most powerful spreadsheet software in the Microsoft 2007 Office suite. Worksheets are like pages and workbook is like a notebook. By default, an Excel workbook displays 3 worksheets at the bottom with the name Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3. In MS Excel worksheet, 3 types of data can be entered, example numbers, text and formulae. A formula is a mathematical equation involving number, values, operators used for performing calculation on a worksheet. Arrow buttons on the Worksheet tab are used to switch between worksheets.